Welcome back, everybody,
to another week
of your favorite crypto podcast,
Sometimes Crypto,
the Unscripted
Crypto Podcast.
Oh.
We should get professional singers to do the Ayo at that.
Ayo.
That was my first thought.
A quartet or something like that.
Oh, a quartet. That would be nice.
That'd be cool. Yeah. So, William, how's crypto been acting up? Is there anything cool? Anything interesting? What should the people's knows about?
So from last time we recorded, dominance fell off a cliff again, lost another level. It's just bouncing around now, pushing up. May start to push up really and go back up. We'll talk about that in a second. And Bitcoin, after we basically recorded, fell off a cliff again, back to its bottom support zone that I have not moved of like 108,000. Bounce back. I think it's floating around 112 now.
$112,000 Bitcoin.
So it's been ranging again. Is the safe thing to say? It's just been ranging again at basically it's this new higher high it's made. Yeah, it's literally in a range pretty much. So it's been floating around up there, basically creating a new downtrend. That once we break that downtrend, we'll be ideally, hopefully, moving forward again. But I think this whole like checking Bitcoin every like a week is a little different now, since it's getting a little more stable. Well, at least for now, like in this price range with no crazy news coming out, just exploding the market.
Which you already know, every time this happens, where it's nice and quiet, storms are brewing, and it usually gets the waters moving. We see a big wave come in.
Yeah.
Price shoots up, excitement goes crazy. It doesn't last very long. It crashes, fear hits all-time high. Everyone thinks it's the end of the season. And then the cycle just starts over again. But
well, I'm pushing back on Alex. I think the 4-year cycle's over.
That is possible. That is quite possible with the amount.
We don't know yet until like we pass the 4-year like cycle mark, which we're getting close.
We are getting close. It's almost October, and I feel like October is usually like where it ends.
Damn, I think I had I didn't bookmark it. Damn. Yeah, Rec Capital posted today, talking about like or a couple of days back now. I don't remember, but he was talking about how the cycle. Oh, I have it here. He posts this like yesterday. Previous bull market lasted about 152 weeks. That's 1,064 days, almost 3 years. We are already at week 144 of this current bull market.
144?
Yeah, 144 weeks.
Oh, we're almost there then.
So yeah, so really we only have another 8 more weeks of bull market.
It's 2 months.
Technically.
It's the end of October.
End of October.
Beginning of November.
So we will see what happens at that point in time. Right? Because what also sometimes happens, markets do sometimes extend themselves. I guess it happened in the previous cycle. From cycle 1 to cycle 2, it extended a bit. From cycle 2 to 3, actually was a little smaller. So we'll see what changes occur. And if my theory is correct, or not just my theory, a lot of people have the same speculation that there is no more 4-year cycle since crypto is very institutionalized, or more so it's institutional buying, and maybe we get not a closer, but we run more with other what's the word? With other factors, other commodities, yeah. So
like gold.
Maybe I was thinking more like money supply and things like that. But yeah, gold, because gold runs also when the money supply gets spiked up.
I see. So I'm looking at the Bitcoin rainbow chart on Bitbo.
Okay, but I'm gonna interrupt you before we get into rainbow chart.
Okay.
Just so everyone's aware, we talked about many episodes ago that there are these 30 market cycle top indicators, and that when we reviewed it, then none were like lit up. That's still the case now. Those same exact 30 market cycle top indicators that have been used in prior cycles, not one has signaled there is a market top.
Do you have that list with you?
Yeah. Well, I have a thing. I can also find it.
Yeah, let's run it down again, just so.
Oh, I don't have it. I have the tweet of it. I could just show the tweet.
I see. And the rainbow chart was one of those indicators?
I don't remember. Does it get too blurry? Is it too blurry to read?
No. It's not blurry.
Mind you, I don't know what these 30 signals, what all 30 mean. I only know a couple. Mind you, there's 30. I don't know them all.
That's a lot of indicators.
It's a metric crap ton of them, yeah. But none have popped off as of yet. And
there is one there's a couple that are pretty close, above 80%. The alt season index, Bitcoin dominance.
Yeah.
So alt season index has to be over 75, and it's currently at 61. So it's almost there.
That's 81. That's
81. But I'm looking towards the left. Yeah, you see the 61, because that's a progress bar.
That's RSI.
That's like how.
Oh, you're talking about where?
Yeah, so that green bar that you're looking at is a progress bar. It's how much to that indicator being lit up, and then that where your mouse is right now is what the indicator goal is. Yeah, and then the one on the left is where it's currently at.
Ah, got you.
So if you scroll a little bit to the left, so we can see the indicator name, the alt season index number 12. It's currently at 61, and it needs to be over 75.
Yeah.
The Bitcoin dominance has to be over 65, and it's currently at 57.
That's kind of interesting. It has to be over 65%.
Well, what that's probably saying is that the altcoins are popping off, but then dominance is also popping off. So that means like money's coming in.
Yeah, money's just flowing in. Yeah,
flowing in like crazy. And then the one right under it, Bitcoin long-term holder supply, 15.59 million, and it has to be less than 13.5 million. So that means long-term holders, people who have probably been holding for 4 years at the least.
Still holding.
Or yeah, at least right now they are going down. So that means there are older Bitcoiners selling their coins right now. But
you mentioned last week.
Yeah, which I did mention last week. There's whales literally switching over from Bitcoin to ETH.
Capital rotation.
Which will essentially flow over into the alt ones that we just saw, the altcoin season index, which is part of why that's going up. But yeah, so there's still quite a few long-term Bitcoin holders that need to start selling. And then if you scroll down, I think there's another one there. I don't know what number that is, but Crypto Bull Run Index, 22. That's at 78, and it needs to be over 90.
Yeah, but it's been going down though.
Yeah, so I don't know what that metric is going off of.
Yeah,
or
there's
what
just
stats.
A bunch of different metrics.
And then the last two, Bitcoin Trend Indicator, number 26, almost at 7. It's 6.14. And then the last one is the golden ratio multiplier.
I know what that is. I have no idea.
I have no idea what that is. 135,000. Crazy number.
But they are getting close, but they're
getting close, but they're still not. Yeah, none of them have hit.
And also, market does fluctuate. So these obviously change.
Now, does it tell you? Oh, there is a slider up there. So I wonder, like, of those 30, once you hit 50, like 50% of them, 15.
How far does it move?
Yeah, it would be down the middle, I would assume.
Maybe, but some may weigh more than others.
True. Also true.
You know? So it could be an equal split. Maybe some indicators just have better weight. Look, the rainbow chart's on that list.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But yeah, so none of those indicators have hit. Also, I don't believe in a 4-year cycle at the moment until proven otherwise. We'll see what happens. But let's let Alex share his screen for the second episode in a row and show us the rainbow chart.
Let's go rainbow chart. So this is a chart kind of zoomed in to show the last halvening. It looks a little different. And the first halvening. So is this the Bitcoin rainbow chart? This is the halvening adjusted one, because the original one has all of these fields equal width and maintained throughout the entire time. So if I click there and show it, you see how it kind of shows the same width. The other one, the halvening one, gets thinner over time.
Oh, okay.
So kind of like adjusting for the decreased supply caused by the halvening.
Oh, okay. That's why it looked different.
Yeah. So then if I zoom in over here, this shows the last halvening and then the next halvening, just times pretty much. And this chart's not super up to date, I would say. It's $111,862 Bitcoin.
It probably runs on a delay.
Yeah, probably updating this every hour or so, just to give a number. I don't know exactly how often they update this. But we did say that there's about 8 weeks left, putting us at the beginning of November for this bull cycle. Assuming that we maintain
a 4-year cycle.
Yeah, the 4-year cycle. And that would put Bitcoin in a green if it's below 157,629. So essentially what this chart is saying is the higher up in the rainbow it is, the more expensive the price of Bitcoin is. So anything, yeah, that's essentially what it is. But
that's what you like. But obviously,
I suppose that's right. But in terms of like whether it's a good deal or a bad deal,
green is still a good deal.
Green is still technically a good deal. So I don't know why this one just has it by color. Other ones that I've seen say what's it called? Cheap, still cheap, or fair price. Overpriced.
It doesn't say that. It just says red.
Yeah, this one just says color. This one's just going off the colors. I'm assuming for legal reasons that they don't want to be giving like financial advice of sorts.
No, but I'm pretty sure the other chart says it. If you go to the other one.
Oh, you're saying the original? Oh yeah, it does. So this chart is slightly different because it does say Bitcoin's dead, fire sale, buy, accumulate, still cheap, hodl as in not really time to be buying, just hold on. Is this a bubble? And then after that you pretty much see, oh, it's time to sell. Like literally one says sell, seriously sell.
Yeah. Oh, also quick interruption. What's the price at? Does it say there? That's supposedly right now?
Same price. 111,367.
Okay, so it's a little off. It could just be where they're charting it from, but the current price is 111,900. So it's not too far off.
Oh, it's
so
not
it could
too
just
far
be
off.
a different. So it could just be a different chart that they're using to populate with information.
Yeah, so this one's actually more broken up than the other one. But based off of these two charts, it says it's still fairly reasonable to be accumulating Bitcoin. And accumulating.
I was about to give you that little pushback. I'm like, no, it means buy right now. It still says buy, pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Just keep on buying up until 200 $200,000. Once it's $200,000, and it's just considered cheap.
Yeah. Can you zoom out and show the whole thing?
Yeah. So this is from 2012.
Yeah. When did Bitcoin hit 69,000 the previous cycle?
69,000?
Yeah, that's where we got to.
Yeah, it's got to be somewhere around here. So it doesn't even look like it shows 69,000. 63,000.
Does it say the year down below?
Yeah, it does. 2021. If only it shows me the April 11th.
Yeah, it should be around there. But what's the range? What yellow was it?
Oh, I see. It's under FOMO and above is this a bubble?
Okay. So zoom out again.
So if we go over here.
Yeah, because those all peaked in red. All of them.
Yeah, this is 2018.
Yeah.
Peaked at 19,000 above the red.
Yeah, the one before that also peaked at 19,000.
Yeah, well, yeah, the one before that peaked at 1,132. This is 2013.
Yeah, that's when first. Zoom out again. Because if you look, it's gotten smaller every time. So zoom back into our current standing. So what if our new middle is just around that? I can't see it very well on my screen, but like that yellow.
Yeah,
right
like
above.
This
I don't see your cursor.
Oh, it should be like a square.
No, I don't see it.
So but, there's like a 5.
Mm-hmm.
There's like the red one, orange, a slightly different orange, and then a yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah, so that yellow is above HODL and under is this a bubble. So that would be one whole color shift down.
From the last one?
From the last one. Because the last one was in the third from the top. I mean.
Okay. So a safe assumption could be we stay somewhere between probably that super yellow and that like lime green that's underneath it.
Yeah,
we could end up a little below that too, but I would just safely assume that would be like a sweet spot to probably like start exiting.
Yeah,
or if
would
exit, if you want to hold it.
That would put Bitcoin at $277,000.
277. Alrighty, talking I'm at 200. Where's 200 on that? That's the number everyone's going for.
The one right below that. Right
before that's 200?
Yep. So the first green one, essentially, from the top.
Okay. So
and that would be the range between 200,000, 201,000, and 277,000.
Okay. That's funny because everyone's range as of right now is 150 as per cycle is between 150 and 175. So that puts us even below that.
I would agree. However, this one is using the old rainbow, the original Bitcoin rainbow chart, not the one that's adjusted for the halvening.
For halvening.
Yeah. So again, this one has different colors. This one reduces it. 2, 3, 4. So 5 colors here. As opposed to I think what was it 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 colors actually. So it's a lot more consolidated. But if we were to go into November, first week of November, so the green ends at $157,197, and then the yellow ends at $217,000.
Okay. Hold that. Now let's go back to the other cycles and just see where the other ones ended up at.
Oh, the other cycles.
Yeah, just like total size.
So this one.
Which one is that 60s?
This is 2021.
Okay, wow, that one got all the way to orange and tickled red.
That one tipped the red one, yeah. And again, if we're going based off of like, going down one cycle, that would be in between green and yellow.
Yeah, so we're undershooting how high Bitcoin can potentially go within the 4 years, within the next 8 weeks, or we're gonna get a much or our diminishing returns are really diminishing.
Yeah,
like
in diminishing returns.
In perspective.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah. So if it goes down one other color, like we've seen, pretty much the diminishing returns theory, Bitcoin price would be between $157,000 and $217,000.
Sounds about right. Could you imagine doing that in 8 weeks though, from right now to then?
Oh yeah, that's that'd be exciting.
That's crazy. I'm not saying it's a crazy move, but that's crazy moving.
Well, now also kind of looking at this, the first halving only hit the yellow mark, while the second one hit orange, and then the third one hit red. Right, like deep into red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The year before, so then the fourth halving, or the fourth, not the fourth halving, the third halving, the fourth cycle, it only tickled red. Really, we could say it was in orange.
Yeah.
So there's maybe speculating a pattern. It goes up, yellow, orange, red, orange, yellow, and then maybe next cycle we hit orange again, and then red for this cycle.
Not pushback, but adding more like info. Mind you, when Bitcoin first launched, there wasn't a whole lot of money in it. Period.
Yeah, correct.
That's so maybe that's also why it was very new from the time it launched to halving.
Yep. This had Bitcoin at $26 in 2011.
And now we have Bitcoin being bought at massive numbers and also being sold at massive numbers.
Yeah, but following this Bitcoin price rainbow chart, this period over here, which would be October 33rd, 2033,
mm-hmm.
Bitcoin's safely above $1 million. That's 8 years away.
In any way you put it, like,
yeah,
because I can't see like your numbers, unfortunately.
Yeah. All these are above $1 million.
Nice.
That's 8 years away. If you buy one Bitcoin, which is a lot of money, but if you manage
to 10x
buy
in 8 years,
yeah, it's a 10x. Mm-hmm.
It's a 10x.
Those aren't bad numbers. Those aren't bad numbers, if you ask me.
No, that's not a bad number at all.
I don't know. I think these charts show interesting numbers, and it's good to see that the rainbow chart is one of the metrics used for indicating the top.
Oh, sorry, Luna. My dog was sitting on my lap. I had to shift my positioning. You can come back if you want. Yeah. On the news, because we do have exciting news that happened.
I agree. Today, literally today. Breaking news.
Breaking news, guys. What is it? Macro economic data will start being published on chain, essentially.
Has been published on chain.
Has been. You're right. It just happened. It happened today.
It happened today. It's already been published. Economic data. The government has officially started using blockchain technology to record public information.
To record or to report?
Report.
As of right now, right?
It's a sense of record also. It's a little bit of both.
Yes.
When it comes to blockchain stuff. Because you're just posting it also. And so it is a recording. And you're also reporting it.
Well, I meant so like they're not recording every transaction that's being done to get that final number.
No,
that's what I meant.
No.
As of right now, right?
Yeah, final numbers.
They're just recording and reporting the final number. That's what I.
Yeah. So I found the article, the press release from the U.S. Department of Commerce, where it's titled "Department of Commerce posts second quarter gross domestic product to the blockchain." So America's seen a GDP increase annual rate of 3.3%. And that's good numbers. So
what was
part
it?
of what
3.3?
the dog jumped on.
Knocked everything down too. She bumped.
You gotta fix that cable. It's making a heavy buzzing noise. Heavy buzzing. Okay, I think it's gone.
Yo, she bumped it hard, dude. She laughed. She got a headache after that one. But we reported 3.3 on GDP.
Yeah.
That's good. We're
Increase.
back up from
Before.
Yeah.
So the department published an official hash of its quarterly GDP data release for 2025 on blockchains, on 9 different blockchains. Some of the blockchains, they were able to also include the top line GDP number. So the 9 blockchains that they were able to upload this information to is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Tron, Stellar, Avalanche, Arbitrum 1, Polygon, POS, and Optimism. So they obviously got the help from experts in the field, and the exchanges Coinbase, Gemini, and Kraken helped facilitate the department's publishing.
I wonder how much they got paid to help.
They probably just did it for free, if I'm being honest.
I don't know about that.
These companies, they want people to be on board blockchain, so they're just going to be trying their best to make it as in your face as possible.
I'm not going to disagree with you. You're right.
The buzzing's coming back.
It's not showing up on my end. Like, it's not picking it up here.
I definitely hear it though. It's worse.
Right?
Yep. There we go. You got a loose cable there. You gotta switch it around.
You
Can
can.
you switch it around? Yeah, you can't. So to help get this information on all the chains, they used 2 oracles, Pyth and Chainlink.
It's okay with Pyth.
It's okay.
I call it Pyth too. That's why I said it.
Oh, well, the reason why I said Pyth was because I was about to say Python, the scripting language.
Oh.
Yeah. So the Secretary of Commerce said, his name's Howard Lutnick, it's only fitting that the Commerce Department and the President President Donald Trump, the crypto president, publicly release economic statistical data on the blockchain. We are making America economic growth, economic truth immutable and globally accessible like never before, cementing our role as the blockchain capital of the world. And everybody has to admit the 3.3 GDP growth is impressive. So obviously, marketing campaign for America. It's like, yeah,
100%.
We're doing this. Supported by multiple crypto exchanges, helping them facilitate this, multiple blockchains, and a pair of oracles.
Nice. Which, when the news broke, Link and Pyth both had a good pop, but Pyth had a much bigger one. So
Yeah,
Pyth
massive.
basically fell from grace. Not it wasn't a fall from grace. It fell from heaven essentially. That with no wings on, and was hovering about, what was it before? Literally 11 cents. I feel pain because I bought like at 30 or 40 cents. I feel pain. Whatever.
Whatever.
I'm not gonna cry about it now, but it's ripped a total and still pushing up. Market is basically stagnant, and Pyth is currently still pushing up and sitting at 76% roughly.
Damn, that's insane. 76%.
And it's still pushing.
Increase. Yeah, sharp rise in the price of Pyth.
Straight line, vertical, big green dildo.
Yep, I see it. It's big.
The ones they were throwing in WNBA games.
And it's like definitely green. Wait, what?
Yeah. What?
Throwing dildos at WNBA games?
You think, our newsfeed is very different.
I saw one guy talking about that, but I didn't know it was like such a big thing.
It happened in 3 games in a row.
3 games in a row?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So what was on your feed? Just that happening?
Yeah, it was on my Twitter, on my X feed. Yeah, just a lime green dildo being flung into a WNBA game.
Okay. So I did hear one thing about that. God damn it, William, you're making me go down a rabbit hole now. A complete tangent. So I don't see this, but the guy on my feed, I did see a guy talking about this. He's like, "Oh, this has become so common." I had 3 games that it started showing up on prediction markets. I don't see it on Polymarket.
It wasn't on prediction markets.
It wasn't.
It was. And you're betting the color.
Yeah, and the color, yeah. So then this guy was like, "Well, that's easy. I'm just gonna pick a color, buy a ticket to the next game, and throw one of those onto the court." He's like, "Sure, maybe some legal fees. Might have to spend one night in jail."
Nah, not even. You don't.
But if he just throws the color that he bets on and gets all his friends to get in on that, he's like, for $5,000 up front, you make 80 bands.
It was good money. I think he was like, but
yeah, I don't see it on the prediction market.
Yeah, but it was a thing, and it was on prediction markets too.
So that kind of brings up an ethical concern with prediction markets.
Yeah,
that's a different tangent that not relevant.
You know what? Let's get into it real quick. There are sites, right, that you bet on like weird games, right?
Mm-hmm.
All those games that you're betting on are fake.
Fake games.
Fake games.
I think I saw this. It's like a gambling site, a sports gambling site, but for like made up games. It's like 3v3 indoor soccer, or like some type of like cage soccer where it's like one person on each side of a small cage and all they have is their feet. Kind of like IRL foosball.
Correct. And it's all fake.
Yeah, I saw that. There was like this guy who's like religiously on these sites, and then he's like, "Hold on, I bet on these games before."
Because he's a famous streamer. I just want to.
Oh, is he?
Bro, dude is a banking on streams, and we don't know his name.
That's funny.
But he's
different priorities, I suppose.
Different priorities.
I believe you. But hey, the company that's like facilitating those games, I bet you they're stupid rich too.
Yeah, they are.
And like the thing that gave it away to the person who found out about that was that the players never got emotional.
Yeah, they didn't care.
It's like, sure, you gold. Like I'm just here to collect a check.
Pretty much.
That's funny.
But back to crypto.
Pyth and the Department of Commerce.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to mention, Link also popped, but it's just not pushing up the same way Pyth is.
It might have something. It might have to do with Pyth's massive fall off and people seeing a lot of potential. It might be a little speculative, but yeah.
I'm still not selling. I'll probably rotate my Bitcoin to Pyth at this price.
So part of this memo released by the Department of Commerce, at the very end, it says the department has published this data for informational purposes only, and it does not endorse any specific blockchain, service, or associated activities.
Has to say that.
Yeah, but that makes sense. It's fair for the most part. They're just trying to publish their data, make this hash publicly available in perpetuity, so that if anyone were to go back and make a change of the report, they could hash it. So a hash is pretty much like a digital signature. You get whatever file that you're trying to make sure it doesn't get changed in the future. You run it through this like function. It's a hash function that results in a fixed output. And if there's any change to the original file, when you run it through the same function, it will provide a different output. The smallest change will result in massive changes. The smallest change to the original document will result in a completely different output. So the Department of Commerce hashed this PDF that they posted with SHA-256. It's the same. It's SHA-256 is used quite frequently. Bitcoin uses it. Your websites use it. And with this hash, if anyone were to falsify the document in the future, if you were to hash it, you'll be able to see, oh wait, this isn't the original hash that was posted by the Department of Commerce on the blockchain. And you can tell it's a forged document. This maintains accountability for the government.
Well, in this current state, is just for the reported data, not for the data where they got it from.
Yeah, because ultimately, this is a step in the right direction, in my opinion, for governments. I would like all government data in terms of what's being spent monetarily to be posted on chain, so that there's accountability for our politicians. It's like, oh, where's this money going to? Well, this information, you're now altering it. Like, it makes it crystal clear and forces politicians to not be snakes.
I feel like I'm about to get into a tangent if I say what I want to say. Unfortunately.
Well, if it's necessary to say it, go for it.
Because it brings up a question of, so we currently, America and every other country in the world, has a black budget, meaning money that just isn't reported for XY reason, ideally for the safety and protection of U.S. citizens and lives.
Mm-hmm.
They would still need to, or at least if you want to keep these certain budgets secret, they would have to find a workaround to do that. Because there's also no way, if they published every single dime where our budget goes, and it goes to like a black site, especially if it's not getting results, or especially if it is getting results, you're putting a black site that is doing, assume, good work at jeopardy of being shut down for X, Y reason, whatever it could be.
Yeah, so you're saying defense operations that are of highly classified nature, where you don't want the enemy to know how much funds you're playing with. It's like
or just the like American people, or both. Yeah, both really.
Mm-hmm. It's like a millionaire going into a poker table where you're only playing for $1,000. It's like, you don't know how much funds there are in your enemy's pockets. So, like, how much does it mean to them?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's what you're kind of like alluding to. It's like there is necessity in privacy, and when it comes to global politics, governments want to have their privacy against other entities for safety reasons. Which I agree.
Entities, and I would say their own people for sure.
Yeah, I would agree. What do you mean their own people? To protect their own people, or privacy from their own people?
To protect, like
Okay, yeah,
so,
of course.
So
I agree.
Example,
no, I agree with what you're saying.
Right? Like it could be an immoral thing, or a thing that we look at as not morally, or what's the word? Ethical, but the end goal is to protect U.S. lives, and it does help achieve that goal. But to do it, we need to go through this thing.
Yeah.
Not saying there aren't times that it goes completely A1, it completely backfires, and it's the wrong thing. Not saying that at all. It's not perfect.
Yeah, there is a level of game theory that goes into this, because I think the end goal would be to end all war. Personally, that would be something I'd like to see coming out of blockchain technology, and the easiest way is it's the initial dilemma that kind of kicks off game theory. I think it is the prisoner's dilemma, where it's like, let's say two people get arrested. If they confess, that then they could get off with like 1 year.
How the system isn't it right now?
Yeah, essentially. So like,
if you snitch on the bigger guy, or you leave someone bigger than you,
if you both choose to cooperate, you get hit with like nothing. If one of you flakes out, then the person who didn't narc gets hit even harder. But if they both narc, they both get hit. So in the sense of blockchain, it's kind of like, if everyone chooses to adopt blockchain, we get the win-win scenario, but it takes a communal effort.
It's a
prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah, it's also nice theory to think that everyone around the world will agree on X thing, which will likely, I won't say never happens, but it's highly improbable.
Yeah, but once it's an uphill battle, that's for sure. I mean, but it's always been an uphill battle for blockchain, and it still is.
I think it's different when you get to global politics.
Possibly, maybe not. I don't know, because blockchain is a global commodity.
No, you're not understanding. But you would have to to agree on blockchain, right? Or whatever, just blockchain in general, you would have to get nations who already don't like you. You would have to get, sorry for the example, Israel and Gaza to agree.
Yeah, kinda. But
currently Israel is running a genocide. Sorry for the example, and sorry for lives lost, but
it's a different issue, I think.
No,
similar.
You have to agree. You have to make them agree that we're all adopting this new system, and now we're going to be transparent about this. Our spending.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's difficult. It's an uphill battle. I will agree on that front.
I say impossible. I agree with uphill battle as well.
Okay. You say impossible. Yeah, I see. Improbable. Okay. Improbable. Sure. I'll accept that. I don't want to accept impossible. There's nothing for me to.
Impossible.
Exactly. Nothing's impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
But yeah, U.S. government's definitely making the right strides, in my opinion.
I am 100% with you.
What other stories you got?
So story-wise, not much. There wasn't a lot like crypto crazy heavy focus other than like some price movement. I do have Nvidia posted its reporting. It's second total. It's reported revenue, and it's performing. Nvidia's still on the up and up. So I have here. Nvidia today reported a revenue for the second quarter ended July 27th, 2025 of $46.7 billion, up 6% from previous quarter and up 56% from a year ago.
Yep, that's up. That's on the up and up for sure.
That's not just that. The fact that I think they were expected to earn $60 billion and came a little below that, or that was forecasted through all the speculators. So Nvidia's price hasn't after market close fluctuated, hasn't done much now. But they also announced in that same meeting, let me get the correct number just to be sure. Let me see. Let me see if I have it here. Did I not save it? Did I not just save the things I needed to remember? So essentially, Nvidia announced a buyback, and I believe the number I saw was Nvidia is gonna do a $60 million buyback.
$60 million buyback of their stock. Wow.
Yeah. Well, that's what buyback is buying back the
yeah.
stock. But they're gonna buy back $60 million worth of their stock. Let me just real quick confirm that 60, and it's not a crazier number.
Yeah, because I'm like curious what their market cap is right now.
247 billion.
247 billion?
Yeah.
That's a clock. I don't need a clock.
Alrighty, never mind. I was really short. I was crazy short. It's $60 billion buyback.
Okay. There we go.
I knew it was 60. I just didn't remember it was a million or a billion.
There we go.
And it changes everything.
That makes a big difference. Yeah. So
they're announcing.
What was it? Well, what did you say the market cap was for Nvidia?
247 billion.
I don't think that's right either. At least according to this website, companiesmarketcap.com.
Okay, I could be wrong.
4.39 trillion.
You know what? That sounds about right. I think I just completely confused the wrong number. I apologize for my misinformation.
Your numbers are way off.
My numbers were way off. I apologize. That is correct.
Yeah, $4 trillion market cap. 4.4 trillion dollar market cap. We could round.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60 million would be like
pennies.
Nothing. Yeah.
I should have known that number was wrong the minute I said it because Nvidia is higher.
It felt wrong when you said it.
I'm glad you double checked me. I should have known immediately as I said that I was wrong because Nvidia is higher in market cap commodity, like in that chart that we see, where Bitcoin's growing. It's like the fourth highest or third highest.
Yeah, it's
super. I think it's third on the list.
Yeah, maybe. By market cap. I'm searching it up now actually. Assets ranked by market cap. Same website. Yeah, gold's number 1. Yeah. $23.3 trillion market cap. Nvidia's number 2.
Okay. Second.
With 4.
Wasn't too I was doing better there.
Yep. And then, well, fuck it. We're already here, so I'll just share my screen.
Oh, sharing the screen again. Oh.
Yeah. So again, top assets class by market cap. Gold number 1, Nvidia 2. We see Bitcoin on 8th, kind of competing against silver right now. They're neck and neck.
Against silver.
They are neck and neck right there.
No, yeah.
And then Amazon's not too far away. Well, actually, yeah, Amazon and Alphabet are not too far away from
each other.
From each other also. So like, Bitcoin gets some momentum. It could easily become the 4th highest or fifth highest asset. Yeah, entering top 5.
What is it? That says 2.2 trillion on Bitcoin, give or take.
Yeah, Bitcoin is currently 2.2 trillion.
And Alphabet says 2.5.
2.5, yeah. 0.3.
So what, like 100?
300 million.
What?
It's 300 million to get it closer to Alphabet.
Yeah, so that's about 160,000 a coin, give or take.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it's almost there. Actually, yeah. So essentially, by end of bull run cycle, it should be higher. It should touch that.
Pretty much.
Essentially. Okay.
Click the right button this time.
Nice. You're getting better at it. That's good. Dude, I was so off on those numbers. I apologize for my arrogance. Back to the point. Nvidia, it performed well. It's still performing well. Offered a stock buyback. And the reason I brought that up, because Here it is. So the Kibisi letter on X wrote, today we got a crucial insight into AI revolution. AIM tariffs, high interest rates, declining consumer spending, and economic uncertainty. Nvidia will report its earnings today. I see where I got the numbers wrong. The world's largest company is expected to report 46 billion in quarterly revenue, with 270 billion in swing in market cap expected. If Nvidia beats expectation, it will emphasize just how early we are in the AI revolution. So it didn't. It beat it barely, right? For 46.7 billion. So barely beat the expectations, but it's still growing. And even with tariffs, even with declining spending on all these things, it still performed as expected, essentially. So meaning once we get clearer waters, stable markets, essentially, we're on Nvidia's on a ripper.
Yep, pretty much.
It's currently floating around $180, give or take.
Yeah, I think in the next 5 years or so, we will see an increase in the amount of like locally hosted AIs, smaller boutique AI companies catering to specific markets,
niches.
And niches, exactly. And with that, Nvidia is also going to have to provide chips to a lot of these organizations. So
you're saying creating an AI like Hermosi did for his like book launch thing, essentially?
Yeah, that's pretty much what's going to be more common. I think that's going to be like.
But wouldn't they just use the already existing hosts, like servers that are hosting these larger models, to just create a sub model underneath one of those servers?
If
they'll still need to grow it. I'm not disagreeing. But
if like these larger companies change their operations, maybe, so that there would be specific like servers used with specific like segmentation, so that information doesn't get crossed over or leaked over, because there's like confidential information that some organizations, like let's say law firms or health industries,
medical centers,
would need to keep private, but still want to utilize AI to maximize their efficiency, lowering costs, increasing productivity, like the works, right? And that's kind of hard to do for large language models, for big companies, like because now they're splitting up their operation into so small niches. It might not make sense for them.
So you think they might create their own hosting server, or a company might offer this to create their own law firm's personal hosting folder as just like all law cases that ever existed, putting into that one server all law data, and then you can just ask it a specific question, like what's the blah blah blah, and it'll just give you that exact answer.
So you could upload so you'd be able to upload files
and
associated to the specific case, to the specific case that you have,
and compare it to what has already happened.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Because ChatGPT does warn you not to provide it sensitive information, because it goes on their server and they cannot prevent it their AI to giving it to someone else if they request it. Because it's all theirs.
Yep. Yeah, so like if a government agency gives a subpoena to OpenAI will be forced by law to hand over logs and information.
Well, so would a lawyer, if nothing is or certain practices would also, to a degree.
Yeah. There's nuances that's beyond my scope of knowledge, but ultimately, it's just not recommended to be providing private information to OpenAI, DeepSeek,
to anyone.
The other one, Copilot, all of them, all the above. If you think about it, it's not recommended.
So I don't have much more crypto things to talk about. So I think this is also just a good topic, anyways. So we're talking about not giving information. I was watching, still am watching. There's a podcast right now with Andrew Bustamante. I think I've told you about him.
I know what Bustamante is. Yeah.
Yeah. For those who don't know, he's a former CIA spy, essentially. Mm-hmm. And his book that he finally got to release is coming out soon, and he's doing a little book run, and he's talking about specific things that happened in this. But they're just discussing how not enemies, any country gives their border patrol or their immigrations like tools essentially to scan your phone, screen it, whatever. So example would be if you get stopped in the airport and you're found a person of interest, to whatever reason, they may send people to follow you. They may, in the immigration office, if they'll request to see your phone. So assume you have a check bag. You put your laptop in the check bag, and your check bag was opened, and they leave you a note saying, "Oh, we went through your check bag just in case." Whatever. There is a 99% chance that your laptop or whatever, or your hard drive, whatever, was cloned. All the information on it. Like that's what he essentially was talking about in that point in time. And that if a hacker really wants to get any information, they typically can. So Bustamante on that pod goes, I have a friend right now. If I wanted to, I can call him and ask him to get all your passwords from your home computer.
Okay.
And you seem less like impressed. I don't know where.
It's not so much of impressed. It's just more so like it's a lot of talk. I mean, I'm not saying that he doesn't have that capability, but
I'm saying the government has these capabilities. And
the government? Yeah,
and other actors.
Yeah, it depends on the person that they're getting the information from.
What do you mean?
Because in security, there's layers to defense. There's multiple things that are in place. Like to just say, "Oh yeah, I got a guy who could get all your passwords from you." That's a little bold. That's like
Alex. It happened on the Sean Ryan show. With the ethical gray hacker, but it's not like a thing that's like it's happened. Like I'm not gonna debate a CIA spy X who doesn't know a guy who can do what the ethical hacker has done.
Yeah. I'm not. That's like someone's. I just think it's equivalent to saying to someone saying I'm unhackable. Like that's insane.
Yeah. Someone
who says that they're unhackable is lying.
Yes.
Or not necessarily lying, but not saying the truth.
But I think someone saying that I know a guy who can more than likely get all your
Okay. Yeah.
It's much more likely than unhackable.
I didn't watch. My thing is I didn't watch the pod, so I'm not sure what the verbiage that he used is. So I'm just taking what you're saying to me for face value.
He said they're discussing and they're like, no, I know a guy who can hack, who can get all your home passwords from wherever he's at. Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty much what he said.
Okay. I'm not unhackable. I'm probably very hackable. I'm not.
Yeah.
Just anybody is like that. If you were to try hard enough, the thing is cost benefit analysis shows that there's very few people that are worth being targeted as individuals.
Oh, 100. That's also what he went into next. He goes, the resources and everything required to do these things, like it's how high of a value target are you? Mm-hmm. If you're already giving me all the access I want, like to hack you, it means you're more than likely you have nothing to keep away from me that I'm going to care about. So I'll just move on to the next.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
But he did emphasize that. He goes, if you do go to a foreign country, example, he was specifically with I don't know his name, but he's the host of Day in the Life of a CEO, essentially. Okay. big following, whatever. He goes, if you were to go, example, to Cuba, and they know who you are, there's 100% chance that they're gonna put someone to follow you.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, whether it's to keep you from like doing things they don't want you to do, or more so than protecting you from their own people, making sure that you're not harassed by people, and if you are, it's gonna get taken care of before you even know about it, type of a thing. But to the point that you just said of unhackable, he goes, there is nothing that is unhackable for the most. Like he goes, everything's
hackable.
His wife also says like there's everything is hackable and there's a way to do it.
Mm-hmm. If it's connected to the internet, it's hackable.
Yeah. And to the other point, he goes, and if you're using one of these not hackable phones, that's great. But it's also the thing we talk about is the whole, what's the word? Friction. Because the minute I forget what phone it is, but they mentioned there's a phone that if you try to hack it, it will just immediately just like erase itself and shut off.
Yeah. It's like, oh, well, now I lost all my data.
Exactly. It's like, that's super
that's
good.
Absurd.
Like,
it's good for privacy, but not good for business continuity or like operation.
Exactly.
Because like all it takes is someone to attempt to hack that device, and like now you can't do anything with that device. It becomes it bricks. So it's a denial of service. It's like no information was exfiltrated, but you can't do anything with the device. It's another form of attack.
Yeah, it's a friction.
Maximum friction is what that is.
And that's and essentially like they were alluding to, like, to really be as secure or unhackable as you want to, like the level of friction comes to the point where it's like it's unbearable to a degree.
Mm-hmm. Yep, pretty much. There's always going to be a trade-off.
Yeah. Like they mentioned
to get anywhere in this world, you need to accept some level of risk.
Yeah. Like he said, he goes, I use a regular phone. If they want whatever is inside, go right ahead. Like, I'm not gonna deal with it, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
The reason I brought that up, because they were talking about a mission, whatever, not the point. He goes, him and his wife had a form of communication beforehand that they created essentially a junk email so that they can communicate with each other without having to, like, just to let each other know, like, if they've been compromised or they haven't heard from me, whatever. So one of the thing they do they just log into the email, and all they do is they draft the message and don't send it and close it.
So I thought
that way it doesn't get the foot traffic of being sent anywhere. It will show up the login that I logged in at X time or whatever location, but it doesn't go any further to where it was sent or anything else to give the receivers potential location or whatever. I don't know. I found it interesting, and I felt like it was a fun thing to share. I'm sorry, that was boring.
That is kind of interesting. So speaking about security and all this stuff, I had like an interesting thought the other day. So there's this like community event thing that goes on where people do like a closet exchange, where like you bring slightly worn clothes to like a community type event, and you drop off like, let's say a couple shirts or a shirt or a pants that you don't want to wear that's still relatively new, but you just don't wear it anymore. Drop it off. If you see something else that you like, pick one up because you drop something off. It's like equivalent exchange.
Okay.
And I was watching this show. It's called Interior Chinatown. It's a very interesting show, the way that it's like directed, I suppose. But there's this scene where they have a character walking down an alley, and there's like a camera looking there, and the character wears the same hoodie every single time. You never see the character's face, but it's wearing the same hoodie, and we've seen that character with that hoodie before. So obviously, like, you could like make a correlation saying, oh, we've seen this guy with this hoodie, we see this unfaced person with the same hoodie. You could make a connection there, being like, oh, this is that person, loosely. But these community clothing exchange allows someone the opportunity to switch up their wardrobe consistently. It's like, oh, once a week we switch our clothes, and adding like a random variable of what you might be wearing. So if you were to ever be caught on camera, not like excluding your face, it's hard to track what you're going to be wearing or what clothes to like keep an eye out for you. Like, so it adds like a level of unlink-ability.
Dude, you know what's funny about what you're saying? I saw a reel that talked about this. Like, they didn't talk about this in specific, but it was using a comic book, like a similar idea around it. I'll tell you now after you're done.
No. So what I was gonna say, just to wrap that up, is that this is like an interesting thing that I think us as individuals, as communities, can implement to protect our privacy and just making sure like no one's building a dossier on our activity, our daily like whereabouts.
Change your routine. Don't do the same thing every day. Essentially,
yep. Or even if you are doing the same thing every day, like you're doing something different enough where it's hard to link that to you.
Yeah. So the reason I'm connecting the thing you just said of like they use the same clothes, but if someone else changes it with you and they go through the same spot, they're catching the same jacket, but not the same person. So the reel was it was just narrating a time where apparently Spider-Man crashed someone's car and the guy got injured, and and Spider-Man was in the driver's seat of the car that crashed into him. Right? Follow?
Yeah, I follow.
So the other lawyer for the guy that is suing Spider-Man for the accident is telling the judge, "Oh no, we should reveal Spider-Man's face to prove that not to prove, but it was just like to catch the guy who really did it, like to make sure it's the same Spider-Man that was underneath." And she goes by the accord that was signed that all masked heroes have to show their identity, blah blah blah. And then the lawyer for Spider-Man is Matt Murdock, Daredevil. He goes, "Judge, can you give me 24 hours to prepare my case against this? Whatever." The judge goes, "Yeah, sure." The next morning, as the court opens and the judge asks Matt, "Okay, defend the case to not show Spider-Man's face." Matt goes, "Thank you, Your Honor. Spider-Man's coming." And it's just a bunch of other heroes doing the same gymnastic flips that Spider-Man does, and goes, "Your Honor, there is no way to prove which one of these is actually my client anyways. They're all masked, but they all have the same abilities. They all shoot webs just like Spider-Man." The revealing his face is completely unnecessary in this point in time. We're here for a specific incident, if whether my client, whatever. The judge goes, the judge essentially just threw out the case for Spider-Man and got him off. Because there was no way to prove
that was Spider-Man.
That was Spider-Man.
And not a guy dressed up as Spider-Man.
Exactly. To your point, like if you change your clothes, you're changing up who's underneath the hoodie or the jacket, whatever.
Yep.
I just
interesting story.
And I do recommend people watch the podcast. It's quite interesting.
What podcast was it?
It's called Daily Life of a CEO, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah,
with Andrew Bustamante.
Oh, double check it. Oh, they talked about the Spider-Man thing on that podcast.
No, I saw that on a reel on Instagram. Oh. No. That'd be funny if they did though.
I thought you were referring to that.
Okay. Funny. It's also called Diary of a CEO, the podcast, not Spider-Man.
Okay. That's funny.
No, that would be funny. That would be funny if it was, though. Well, I think we've bored people enough with these amount of tangents.
I don't know. I think it was a good podcast, if you ask me.
I think so too.
Pretty fun topics this week.
Yeah. I agree. We'll have a different thinker for next week.
Yes, sir. If you made it this far, please drop us a like, subscribe to our channel.
And subscribe. Okay. Yeah.
Share with a friend. And maybe shoot some words of encouragement. Tell William how pretty he is.
Hey, that's my line.
Yep, I got to beat you to the punch.
I would appreciate the compliment. I'm not gonna say like, Alex, no, don't do it. I'll accept any compliment. Call me pretty, call me ugly.
That's not a compliment, but
yeah, it's a compliment in my head if I don't think if it boosts their self-esteem.
Fair. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in.
It's been another week.
Oh, your favorite crypto podcast.
Sometimes crypto.
The unscripted
crypto podcast. Hey.
Oh.